Hey everybody, this is Crash Gamer here, and I'm back with another video of Crash Team Racing Nitro. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going through the Velo Cup, which has got 4 Crash Nitro Kart tracks on it. Yes, we're going to be going through the Crash Nitro Kart tracks. And what I've also decided to do as well, when looking at the Gem Cups again, I'm going to do the Aku Cup and Uka Cup, considering that has the rest of the Crash Nitro Kart tracks on there. And then I'm going to do the bonus tracks individually, like the ones that were used as themes throughout each month. But I'll get to that later. So first of all, let's start with the Velo Cup. So yeah, Velo Cup, I'll confirm that. And I've already chosen my character to be Spyro, because I did a bit of practicing with him earlier just before starting recording. And the reason why I've been practicing is because I actually was playing Crash Nitro Kart for the PS2 recently. I actually completed that 100% recently once again, because when I'm waiting for the PS5 to come out, as a matter of fact, PS5 Digital Showcase was amazing, I think. I mean, at the time we're recording this, the Digital Showcase was pretty good in my opinion. Plus, we now know that the PS5 is going to be coming out, well, in this case for the UK, it's coming out on the 19th of November. But for all of you watching in America, it will be coming out a week earlier, on the 12th of November. And over here in the UK, the PS5 disc drive, which I'm personally planning on getting, I'm not going to get a day one personally, I'm going to wait on this, to be honest, for maybe till next year, is going to be 450 quid, and that's only for the console itself. The controller, I think with the controller, from what I've seen on the game website, game.co.uk, it's like over 500 quid for one controller. And yes, this track looks pretty good on the remake. And I'm so glad that in this remake they don't have the teams anymore, because like I remember playing through Crash Nitro Kart, and a lot of people, I think from what I'd seen, some people didn't quite like the team aspect of Crash Nitro Kart, which I can sort of understand why. It can be a bit of a distraction, to be honest, and it's quite handy. Like, say for example, if you're falling behind the other drivers in that game, you could actually, oh never mind, I was planning on getting that Wumper Fruit crate, but that didn't happen. Oh no, oh crap. Okay, that's not a good start to this cup. I ended up getting hit with a missile from Pasadena. Yep, I'm coming back. I'm making a comeback. Okay, I'm all over the place when it comes to talking about certain topics. We'll get back to the PS5 briefly. So, the disc drive is 450 quid and the digital version is 360 quid. For me personally, I'm not planning on getting the digital version, considering I still like to collect the discs. So, I personally am going to be getting the disc version, even though it costs a bit more money. And I'm debating whether or not to get a 4K TV with this, because I know that like it'll be an enhancement to the games I'll be playing, especially for the backwards compatibility with the PS4 games like this one. I don't know how enhanced Crash Team Racing Nitro will look on PS5, but I look forward to seeing how enhanced it will be on PS5 when I get the console. But as far as goes for the games on PS5, there's plenty of games, in my opinion, personally, that I'm pretty excited about. Like the new Spider-Man Miles Morales game, and I've since found out that it's also coming to PS4. So I'm debating whether or not to get this for PS4 or save it for PS5 when I eventually get it. But that's up to me to really make that call. But what do you guys think of the PS5? I mean, let me know in the comments down below like what your thoughts are on the PS5 overall after seeing the digital showcase and the games are coming out for it. Do you think that Xbox Series X has the upper hand? Oh, and I got a new skin, Ice Breath Spyro. Okay, that's pretty cool. And interestingly enough, I actually got a trophy earlier when practicing. I think it was called a rear view. The next race. But the trophy I got was called rear view, and when I looked at the description of the trophy, it said that apparently I blocked a missile using either a TNT crate, a beaker, or a bomb. And I thought to myself, wait a minute, there wasn't a missile being fired at me. Unless it was extremely brief and I missed it at the blink of an eye. Which is possible, you know, because sometimes the missile firing can be very quick in this game. But yeah, after like practicing in Crash Team Racing Nitro again, after playing Crash Nitro Kart, I have to say, the controls in this game are very tight now, and now that I'm really thinking about it, they're really tight. Maybe not as tight as Crash Team Racing's controls, the original, but they are much better than Crash Nitro Kart's controls, if I'm going to be honest. Like, Crash Nitro Kart's controls are pretty dodgy, but I got used to them after some time, again. So here we are at Meteor Gorge. And Meteor Gorge looks pretty cool in the remake, actually. It's a pity we didn't have any snow effects in this one. Because I know in Crash Nitro Kart there was quite a lot of snow effects for this one. Oh, didn't quite manage to make... Why is it giving me a Warp Orb in second place? I'm not that bad, game. I'm not that bad at this. At least I think so, anyway. Oh, okay, I accidentally got a shield and released it too early. Okay, I don't need that ramp. Oh, I missed! That was kind of embarrassing. I usually get that shortcut. Well, in the original Crash Nitro Kart anyway, I used to always get that shortcut. And now I missed it. That was pretty embarrassing. So who's in front of me? Oh, well, whoever it was that was in front of me got hit. I don't know who that is that's coming up. Oh no! Oh, shoot. Ah, that's another missile that I got hit by. I don't know why I keep getting hit with missiles all the time in this cup so far. Maybe the other drivers just don't like Spyro. Or whoever it is that keeps hitting me with the missiles doesn't like me that much. Fair enough to you, I guess. Alright, I got the shortcut that time, despite me hitting a wall there briefly. Okay, whoever it was is right behind me, they're really catching up. Honestly, sometimes with these costumes, I can't really tell the characters apart on who they are. That's how good, in my opinion, the costumes are. Really makes you think that there's a new character there, when in all actuality, there's not a new character. Oh, shoot, okay, can I make this shortcut again? Yes, okay, I can, good. Right, I've pretty much got this race in the bag. And it's done. That's Pura? That's Pura? Okay, I find that hard to believe that that's Pura there in that costume. That's... wow. That looked like a completely different character to me. Wow. That honestly looks like a completely new character, if you ask me. But it's actually quite good playing these tracks, like Crash Nitro Kart's tracks, in this remake. They look really good. The only track, in my opinion, that disappoints me slightly is Hyperspaceway. And speaking of that, that's actually on this cup, actually. It's the last track on this cup. And honestly, if you ask me, I personally feel that Hyperspaceway and Crash Nitro Kart is probably the best one, even though racing against Velo was an absolute nightmare, and it still is to this day, despite me being really good at Crash Nitro Kart. And I don't mean to brag when I say that. I am really good at the game, but Velo, in my opinion, and I still stand by my opinion to this day, Velo is still the hardest boss, personally, for me, in Crash Nitro Kart and in any Crash Bandicoot game. I don't know if any of you ever feel the same way for Velo. If you play Crash Nitro Kart, then feel free to let me know in the comments below if you think that Velo is the hardest boss you faced, or the hardest boss you faced in any Crash Bandicoot game. But then again, though, Crash Bandicoot 4 is coming out, so I have no right to judge that. And speaking of that, actually, the update video that I'm about to do, actually, oh no, blocked. Now that's what I should have got the trophy for, I think, but for some reason I ended up getting it, even though there wasn't a missile being fired at me, which I think is kind of weird. But yeah, since I finished Pandemonium, Crash Nitro Kart, Crash Team Racing Nitrofield will be... oh, someone tried to fire a bomb at me, but they failed. This will be the second video that I upload in my schedule, which is unfortunately pretty random, considering it's, you know, with everything going on with the pandemic and everything, and me trying to like not get too stressed out from work and everything. It'll be the second video I upload in my schedule because I'll be uploading Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, on the first video in my schedule, and those videos will actually be longer than usual. I'm planning to maybe make them like an hour each, so I can see what it is that I'm playing on this, so I can make it like a sort of a blind LP. I know a lot of people might be asking me, why can you not stream it? And I will say to them, no, unfortunately I can't, because my internet isn't quite good enough, unfortunately, for streaming properly. So I'm just gonna upload it the old-fashioned way, just as a blind LP. That's what I plan on doing. Oh, okay, that was lucky I had a shield up there for those clangers there, the stompers. Stompers. Whatever you call them. Don't know why I'm thinking of stompers when I think of Mario for some reason. When I think of Mario Kart. But yeah, a lot of this track does remind me of Engine Labs. I don't know if this track reminds you quite a bit of Engine Labs. Assembly Lane, if I can speak properly. It really reminds me of Engine Labs from Crash Team Racing. Of course, I got a golden Wumpa fruit there earlier, so that should get me at least 200 more Wumpa coins. Okay, I'm not going to go on that bit again with the ramp and the stompers. But no, like, especially this bit here with the ramps. Like, the way that they've designed this really does remind me a lot of Engine Labs. It was the same in the original Crash Nitro Kart as well. I mean, they obviously took a lot of inspiration. Or whether either that or maybe it was... Oh, shoot. Well, that was my fault for bumping into my own nitro there. Well done me. That it took a lot of inspiration, or maybe... Like, well, some people say they directly copied Engine Labs, and I can see why people might say that, but I'd like to think that it took a lot of inspiration from Engine Labs. Okay, so that was a good amount of Wumpa coins I got for that. Well, that was a good end of that raceway there. Spyro ended up crashing right into a red beaker, which was mine. Again. I seem to like hitting my own weapons a lot in this one. Like, the AI doesn't seem to want to do it. But yeah, I'll be doing Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. Without a doubt, I will definitely be doing an LP of that. Why wouldn't I? Because it's a brand new Crash game for the first time in 10 years. And that means that that's 3 Crash Bandicoot related videos that are, or series that are going to be on this channel. So Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, this one, Crash Team Racing Nitro, and Crash Mind Over Mutant. So Crash Finanza, or it's going to be Crash-tastic. So yeah, here's Hyperspaceway. Now, this one, in my opinion, unfortunately, it's not as good as the original, in my personal opinion, and you'll see why. Because it's missing some certain aspects. I do like the music though. The music, in my opinion, for Hyperspaceway is probably my favourite. It's pretty much like it was in the original, and honestly, in my opinion, if you ask me, yeah, you see that bit there, because there's no anti-gravity sections for this game, they removed those sections, which is a bit of a shame in my opinion. At least the turns are a bit more forgiving in this one. In the original one, not so much. Oh, I'm getting chills hearing the music. I'm getting chills and bad memories at the same time, because, you know, fighting against Velo on this track, or racing against Velo on this track was an absolute nightmare. Instead, what they've done is they've actually put in this section, so it looks pretty similar to deep sea driving. Not that I'm complaining anyway. But honestly, the anti-gravity section was really what made that good in my opinion. And it's a pity that they removed it. And there's nobody in the audience. What a shame. Would have been nice to have an audience cheer on Spyro there. Oh. Yeah, it's a really good track for online as well, like for the Blue Flame. It's a fantastic track for Blue Flame to really be quite handy on this one. And honestly, I'm glad that Velo is not an opponent on here, because I would be afraid if he fired so many bombs and missiles. Honestly, the bombs were okay against him, in my opinion, on that final boss. but the missiles were unpredictable. Like, if you were in front of him, he would fire missiles at you, which I thought was ridiculous. Like, Oxide never did that in Crash Team Racing's final boss. He never did that. Whereas Velo just did everything he could to try and stop you. It's a good challenge, don't get me wrong, but I did think the boss was... Oh, god damn it. I did think that the boss was pretty annoying. Let's see if I can get the shortcut. I did. Yeah, this is a handy shortcut. And funnily enough, right, see when I... Oh god, okay, that was kind of... That was a shame right there what just happened. When I took that shortcut in the original game, I don't think I ever executed it against Velo before. When I took that shortcut, for some reason, Velo never caught up with me. I couldn't see him behind me at all. It seemed like he lost me, or maybe I malfunctioned the AI because I took the shortcut. The AI must be thinking, what? No, you can't take that shortcut. Malfunction. So I tried to do it against him legitimately without using the shortcut, and I still beat him despite some struggles. Oh, can I still make that? Yes, okay, I barely made that. But that's Hyperspace Wiki. It's pretty good in this, but honestly, it really could have been a lot better if you ask me. So yeah, that was the Velo Cup. I won that one pretty well without too many problems. But no, what do you think of the tracks in Crash Nitro Kart in this game? Like, how well do you think they hold up with the tracks in Crash Nitro Kart? In my opinion, some of the designs are better, some of them not so much. Like Hyperspaceway, for example. I much prefer the original over this one. Even though I think the controls in Crash Nitro Kart aren't as tight as this one. Yeah, that really does look like another character. I never thought I'd recognize that as Pura. And there's a Komodo Mo just looking out in the distance. Whatever it is he's doing is sharpening his sword in frustration for losing. That's probably what it is. That's probably what he's doing. So anyway, next time I come back, I shall be doing the Aku Cup next, which will have, if I remember correctly, this... Oh, wait a minute, yeah, we need to go in there. Yeah. So this is what I'll be doing next. This will have Android Alley, Tiny Temple, Thunderstruck, and Barren Ruins. Or Barren Ruins, as Velo likes to say anyway in Crash Nitro Kart. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. This was Crash Team Racing Nitrofield again, with me doing the Velo Cup. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like if you enjoyed, comment down below as well for your thoughts, and feel free to subscribe for more content coming up on the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Till then guys, hope you all have a good day wherever you are, and I hope you all stay safe from wherever it is you are in the world, everything going on out there. Alright, thanks very much for watching guys, and I'll see you again later on for more content in the future. Till then, goodbye.